Hello again, it's Chris Kaufman of Agovia Consulting. Today's management concept is about taking an honest look in the mirror to develop our current situation assessment. Always remembering that it's hard to go there if you're not bold enough to take an honest look at the here and now. The current situation assessment. In order to manage to success, you will need three things. Now, two of these things we've already talked about. You'll need identity. You'll need to understand who we are. You will need a definition of success. We'll need to understand where we are going. And we'll need our current situation assessment. Where are we now? Now, the key features of the current situation assessment, the one key feature is honesty. Honesty, which is often hard to come by, which is what we'll talk about. But once you have done this, you will understand your identity, the boundaries of your existence. You will understand where you are going, and you will understand where you are today so that you can build a map to get there. But as always, don't take my word for it. Always ask the question, why is this important? Why should I invest my time and money in making this happen? Well, it's important for a number of reasons. It gives you an orientation, a starting point, an understanding of the gap to where you want to go. It allows creation of a plan, credibility with your team members that you're honestly facing the present, team understanding and buy-in. Frankly, without it, you cannot manage to success. So, easy, right? Not really. Describing the current situation of an organization is surprisingly tough. Now, as Strother Martin said in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, don't you want to know why? Well, you should. It's an evaluation of the performance of the current management team. Oh, so why is the current situation assessment such a problem? Well, if you just sit back and scratch your head a bit, you can probably figure it out. Wherever we are, you need to remember that we are there courtesy of the current management team. If we're in good shape, woohoo, we're great. If not, well, you can see the challenge. What are the barriers? Ego, previous decisions to be defended, perceived impacts to my career. Executives are human beings, folks, and can be expected to react in a human way. Strong leaders engineer environments to encourage honesty. When you're making your plans, as a strong manager, remember the concept of the fixed threshold, and that is simply the ability of a manager, team, or executive to correct a problem decreases as the time since the problem appeared increases. That makes sense. A manager has probably sold this. They've been defending it for a while. The longer that happens, the greater perceived impact to my career if I try to change it. So what happens? It goes down until plop, I can't fix it anymore. Some examples of inability to face reality. The Maginot Line, the great line in World War II in the 30s, built between Switzerland and Luxembourg. 3 billion francs, which was a lot of trop cher even in the 1930s. Unfortunately, the Germans simply went north around it through Belgium. The automobile industry. Why make a better car when you can punch opera windows in your vehicles? Dell capacitor problems. Tell your customer service reps to lie to your customers, or to at least evade the truth. Ability to face the truth. HP printer quality. Increase quality by 10x for the same price. Tylenol. Face the problems head on, fix it, and weather the storm. So, what are some indicators or flags that you may not be getting an honest current state assessment? Too much positive thinking in your organization. If you're not allowed to talk negatively. Executive parsing of words, using very small details and technical assessments to justify or to describe your success. Technical limited descriptors of success. Focus on small victories rather than overall victories. The emperor has no clothes. Everyone knows there's a problem, but they're unwilling to talk about it to the boss. Speaking in code. Everybody knows why they don't want this individual to do something, but they won't talk about it. The elephant in the room. Unwillingness to mention the problems. Lack of problems or mistakes. If you're not seeing problems or mistakes in your organization, if you're not hearing about it, be very, very worried. And shooting the messenger. If somebody brings up the problem, they are the problem. Concepts to remember. The whole picture. Measurement metrics. If you can't measure it, guys, it probably isn't worth having. Watch for trending, not just moments in time. Honesty, honesty, honesty. Key point, you need permission from your boss. Kerry Killinger, a massive organization, WAMU, had he created the culture that said it was intolerable to do the things they did, this would not have happened. Impact on the enterprise overall. And remember this, guys, just because a person is boorish, inappropriate, or behaves badly doesn't mean they are wrong. Think about it. Don't let the package invalidate the content of what is being said. You may not like the way they look, but they might be right. So, if someone invalidates or dismisses what someone else says based on how they look or how they're presenting it, your radar should pop up, because very likely the person dismissing this information is practicing misdirection with you. Okay? Keep your eyes open for this. It is important to your career. It is important to your success. Be strong, be able to listen to criticism, and if someone's farting at the dinner table, tolerate it, because they might be bringing you good information. So, what do I measure? What do I look at? That's a really good question. And the answer is this. You need to understand the current state, trending, and prognosis of things that will directly or indirectly affect your achievement of your definition of success, our old friend definition of success. You need to understand these things. Examples: efficiency, operational effectiveness, expense ratios, customer satisfaction, repeat business, retention of business, revenue trends, quality, marketing effectiveness. Are you branding? Are you getting calls to action? Are you getting people calling you to buy? Investment performance, risk management, ad nauseum, blah, 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 blah. Those are the things you look at, but you have to make those decisions. Now, how do I do that? Well, there are lots of tools. There's SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, threat analysis, facilitated discussions, etc., etc. You can find these things. Mostly, you just have to ask the question with an expectation of an honest answer. So in conclusion, be hopeful, guys. In order to have a successful future, you must have an honest picture of today. It isn't easy. Strong, self-confident leadership is the key to a successful self-assessment. A culture of safety is necessary without enablement, a sincere desire to know the truth of today so we can plan a map to a successful future for tomorrow. So, be strong, take an honest, hard look in the mirror, and get on with it. You can do it. This is Chris Kaufman with Agovia Consulting. We'll talk more.